It's the nation's high street, and today details of how Oxford Street will be pedestrianised were made public to mixed reaction.
The objectives that we're trying to achieve here are about the economic regeneration and what we can do to really drive Oxford Street's success.
We have been utterly and totally ignored. The Mayor claims that we're happy with the arrangements. We are certainly not.
Well, thousands of buses and taxis will have to be rerouted as a result. Also on the programme, the government is expected to approve China's plans for a new mega embassy in central London. That's despite concerns over its location near Tower Bridge.
Even if people realised it was fake, no one, I think, wanted to chance it just in case.
Yeah, the fake speed camera that's been removed by a council, but locals in South London say it made a huge difference in the days that it was up.
And with just over a month to go until Christmas, I'm down here at Trafalgar Square, where a large Christmas tree has started to make its way here, kindly donated by the city and people of Oslo.
Two teenagers accused of being involved in hacking Transport for London's computers have pleaded not guilty to computer hacking charges. 19-year-old Talha Jubair from East London and 18-year-old Owen Flowers from the West Midlands spoke only to confirm their names and entered pleas at Southwark Crown Court. Part of the A3 in Surrey will be closed overnight this weekend to allow major roadworks to continue. The closures will affect the A3 in both directions between Wisley and Send. There's been a major disruption at Euston Station this afternoon, with train company Avanti West Coast advising passengers not to travel. Services have been suspended due to a major fault with a signalling system. Tickets for today will be accepted tomorrow.
Bridgerton actress Genevieve Chinor has revealed that she was attacked again in London. It's just months after she was caught in a brawl with a phone thief in the capital. The 27-year-old broke down in tears as she explained on Instagram that she'd been targeted near Oxford Circus moments before she was meant to walk into an audition.
London's Victims Commissioner is calling for more support to prepare vulnerable witnesses for the experience of giving evidence in court. Some victims are waiting as long as 7 years between reporting an offence and the case coming to trial. Around 140 are dropping out every month after charges are brought.
A courtroom and giving evidence and being cross-examined is an incredibly daunting experience and a traumatising experience, and I just don't think we give the right type of support to victims going into that.
It's been a year since 6 tourists died in Laos in Southeast Asia after drinking shots tainted with methanol. 28-year-old Simone White from Orpington was one of the victims. Families of those who died said they are still waiting for answers. Simone's brother has been speaking for the first time since her death.
No, I think that's the hardest bit throughout the process. There's been no justice at all, really. Obviously, Simone and the other 5 victims, there's been no justice at all.
Now, London Transport's iconic Art Deco posters are the star of a new exhibition opening today at London Transport Museum. The golden age of poster design celebrates 100 years of the Art Deco style. Visitors will be able to see original historic transport posters and see their influence on mass communication since the 1900s.
Frank Pick, the man that's depicted behind me there, he was in charge of the Underground's publicity. He saw the opportunity for commissioning pictorial posters for the first time, which was quite a new thing at that point in history. And that became a really useful and dominant marketing tool that the Underground used for decades afterwards.
Now, Radiohead will play their first gig in 7 years in the capital tonight. They'll be performing at the O2 for 4 nights. Tickets for their gigs sold out within minutes earlier this year. Proposed changes to traffic routes and public transport for the pedestrianisation of Oxford Street have been released by the Mayor and Transport for London. Some locals are against the plans to ban traffic between Oxford Circus and Marble Arch, but the Mayor says urgent action's needed to give the nation's high street a new lease of life. A community in Catford that installed a fake speed camera say it did more to reduce speeding than any measure taken by the local council. The fake camera was swiftly removed, but residents say it made a massive difference in reducing speeding. Lewisham Council say they strongly discourage people from putting up fake cameras, and residents who do this run the risk of legal action. Now, former Arsenal and England forward Kelly Smith says it gives her goosebumps to see schoolgirls given the opportunity to play football. The Football Association says their target of 90% of schools in England offering girls equal access to football has now been achieved, 3 years ahead of schedule.
I never had that opportunity when I was a kid. Like I said, I was kicked off of boys' teams for being the wrong sex. So now for what Barclays and the FA have done, that partnership is so wholesome, and it gives me goosebumps thinking about it, because now so many girls have the opportunity to play football if they want. In PE, I never had that. I had to fight my way to try and play on a team.
Now, Trafalgar Square's famous Christmas tree is about to begin its journey here from Norway. This lunchtime in Oslo, this year's chosen tree is being felled. Every year since 1947, a tree's been transported here to recognise the UK's assistance to Norway during World War II. The tree lighting ceremony will take place on the 4th of December.